Hey guys, welcome to our online session with Eocortex today. And let's do a small sound check. Do you hear me well? Do you see me as well? Please put plus in the chat if you do. And I will wait for the pluses. Yeah, so everything is pretty well. So for today, our host, we have two hosts for today. First one is me. I'm Yana Lobova, and we are coming live to you today. And in the second part of the webinar, we will have a co-host joining us. This is Dmitry Loginov, International Sales Director. So while we are waiting for everyone to join us to participate today, could you please tell me a bit more details? How is your situation? What are you doing now in this time? Are you staying at home or are you at work? So any details will work, and I'm waiting for your feedback just to understand what is the overall situation between the participants we are having today. So yeah, I see some messages like work from home. Somebody else, do not hesitate to share your details. It's really very much appreciated. Working normally every day, still at office. What else do we have? From home, from Marcel. Yeah, distance to everyone, 1.5 meter distance from everyone. Putting Eocortex on drones, from home. So majority of the people, as I see, avoid the contact, and yeah, most of you also work from home. And finally, I think it's time to give a start to our today's online session, and I really appreciate each and every one of you joining us today and being online. And what we want to do today is to open up the ways how you can benefit from Eocortex in this not easy time, and how you can protect yourself and your business from spreading the coronavirus using the IT. And we will talk about some effective measures how you can support yourself and people around you using these IT tools. And this program is set up to develop the mutual active position and action plan in the current situation. And I'm gonna share with you the best practices of facing the new reality we are all in now, and the new requirements, how we can fit the new requirements during the pandemic time. And we will share the details about face mask detection, and yes, how it can benefit your business as well, and help you to protect people around you. So we will also cover the support tools Eocortex has introduced during the last days. You have probably received some newsletter from us, and this part will be covered by Dmitry. And so what we also do, we will dive into the practical aspects of how you can use the module and what you can do with it and what are its real life applications. And one step aside, and what I really hear from our partners and clients today is like, look, this isn't for our industry. We are all working from home. We are staying at home. We have postponed all the projects, and we are waiting for the government or for some other body to take action. And I see a lot of people who have questions, though they do not always know exactly where they are in the company's life cycle and what to do exactly. And I want to make it really easy to understand where you and all of us are in the current situation, and what should we do to help us and to help people around us and companies around us to change the situation. And our timing for today will be 1 hour, so grab your cup of coffee to stay active, sit down, calm down, and be involved. So let's discuss what is the present situation we are facing and what is going on around. So most of the companies, they make their staff work from home. So most of the people, they are currently working remotely. Businesses and state organizations, they are closed due to the quarantine time, and mass events are being canceled and postponed. So this situation also affects the IT business. And now I want to be in dialogue with you, and we would like to know how do you see the impact of the current situation on your business? Do you rather face an increase in the demand, and you face growth, or rather it is a decline and there is a demand decline? So put in chat, please, word growth or decline, so that we also understand how is your current situation, what's going on. And based on that, we will continue and we'll look at some perspective. So either decline or growth. Yeah, I'm watching the comments, so all is on stop since everyone hold the money close to him. Is the signal? Am I heard? Do you see me? Do you hear me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everything stopped. Some government organizations have growth on demand, but thermal camera got big sales. Big events are closed till 1st of June. Seem unstable. This is, I think, for the connection. But could you please check your browsing settings? And expected decline in projects. What else do we see? Somebody else to share his feedback, and we will continue and to discuss decline in demand. So what, based on your comments you have recently shared, we can make a conclusion that yes, most of us, all of us face the decline. So let's discuss today what could be the action plan to avoid this and to work with this and to stay active. And it's really hard to overthink the outcomes of the spreading of the coronavirus and the new reality we're all in now, though my small suggestion is to concentrate on the other side of impacts. And firstly, everyone now, as we have discussed already, is looking for the remote type of, not type of work, but for remote way of working. And this usually requires different software and IT staff to work as a team together. So for all the IT companies, this could be some kind of growth tool. And there is a growing demand for remote control over the facilities, so to keep it safe, to keep it secure. And also we see an intelligent control, the demand for an intelligent control rather than a control done by humans. So it is also important to have analytics, for example, which work automatically. And also another positive thing could be positive is that many companies, they introduce different support measures and free tools for the people, for the companies to work with. And this is the case for Eocortex as well. And now let's cover how to work with the situation and what is really important during this time. And firstly is, of course, ensuring the safety of customers and employees. And secondly, to prevent the spread of the virus. And there are several ways how we at Eocortex, we do not know exactly what could be helpful to you, though we have several ideas and several actions we have already done in order to support you. And one of the measures which we consider, and we are waiting for your feedback, it is if it's really beneficial for you, if it's really something helpful. So this is the face mask detector module. And now let's cover in more detail why it is beneficial, why you could work with it. So I will start with the 3 case studies for the beginning. And these are the countries we will cover today where it is obligatory to have a face mask, over where there are such recommendations. We will cover Europe, including Czech Republic. We will cover Vietnam and Russian Federation. So the case studies are the following. For example, in Czech Republic, you are now obligated, all citizens are obligated to use medical face masks. And it was started on March 19th. And it is forbidden to leave residential premises without a mask, and if you do so, there is a fine for around $800, if I'm not mistaken, for having no mask or having your face not covered with any type of fabric. Another case study is Vietnam, and there, starting from March 16th, all citizens and the foreigners as well are obligated to wear face masks in public places such as supermarkets, airports, bus stations, and public transport. And you can buy a face mask in the majority of stores, and you ensure your commitment to the safety of yourself and the public by wearing this mask. And how about Russia? We see there that the Agency for Health and Consumer Rights has also spread the regulation where the restaurant staff has to wear masks during their working hours, and to change it every 3 hours to protect the people, to protect the guests and themselves as well. But what if we take a look at the rest of the world? The situation is not the same in every country, though the World Health Organization also has issued several recommendations how you can stay protected. And firstly, it's of course wearing a face mask after the contact with the person who is suspected to have a COVID-19. If you sneeze or cough, you have to wear a face mask. And face masks are, of course, effective only with a combination with a sanitizer or soap and water. So this is the situation, and what is the response during the real time is that, yes, we have introduced this module, and could you please share with me whether you do think that it could be useful tool for yourself, for the people around you? If you can rate it from 1 to 10, how likely do you think it could be used in your region? For example, 1 is not likely that it's beneficial and necessary in our region, and where 10 is the maximum mark that yes, it could be applicable. It's not the only measure we have introduced. We will talk about some of the other measures later on, but let's cover the part about the face mask detector as well. So I see some marks, so they are 1s, which is like, yeah. Any other positions, or how do you think? You can be open and transparent. Any feedback, the honest feedback really works for us. So yeah, please share your true feedback. Yeah, so we see that 1, and it's not yet mandatory, but will be in a short time. Germans are telling that the masks are not effective. You cannot buy them anyway. Some other positions. So how is the other situations working now? Because yes, we are not all on the same stage at the moment, and it could be really different in different regions. So not mandatory in Belgium. Sick people are advised to stay at home. Yeah, that's the recommendation, I think, everywhere now. Yeah, so we've got some of the feedbacks. Not all of the people shared it, but I'm sure we will get back to it later on. So there is one more. Yes, it's worrying by afraid people, not by the government. Okay, so let's also turn to the practical side of the question and the solution now, and to take a closer look on how the module works and how it could be set up. So it's really easy to set up the module, and it mostly works to detect when the person has no mask over his face. And module is based on neural networks, so it means that the accuracy, this ensures the high accuracy of the detection of the face mask. And as I described, the setup is really simple. Firstly, you set up the minimum size of face in the frame, then you set the maximum size of the face in the frame, and secondly, you set the detection area, so where in the frame the face appears most commonly. And as already also described, the task of the module is to detect when a person is without a mask. And when it is without a mask, you can see the person highlighted with a red square. So the other thing is that every notification, every case of the person without a mask is logged in the event log. You have the time, the description, and archived frame. They are all displayed. And there is also certain automation scenarios you can control and you can set up during these during the operation of this module. And let's also discuss, before we switch to the practical side, let's discuss the application possibilities, so how you can work with it. So firstly, you can set up the notification when the person without a mask is detected, and you can all communication channels available in the Eocortex are definitely available with the face mask event as well. So it's either an email, it's either a push notification on your phone, notification on the operator's monitor, it's a messenger availability, and SMS as well. So every channel, communication channel, works with this type of notifications. And where it could be beneficial, it's firstly in the critical infrastructure facilities and in some first need cases like supermarkets, shopping malls, in business centers, facilities, and banks, and critical infrastructure like medical facilities and airports and railway stations. So for everything which cannot be stopped to be visited. So these are the application scenarios. And now let's also discuss some requirements the module has, because there are, as I mentioned before, it is important that the module is based on neural networks. It means that there are certain requirements for the camera resolution. It should be not less than 1 megapixel, 1 better 2 megapixel. The higher is the resolution, the better are the results of the operation of the module. The distance between the eyes should be not less than 30 pixels, and there also should be no lightning from the side. So if it's a strong light, then it will mean that half of the face will be covered with the light, with the sunshine, and it will not be identified, wouldn't be defined. So the last requirement is the angle between the face direction and the lens axis. It should be 30 degrees or less. And let's see some real life pictures, how what are the best practices and what are not the best practices. So here we see some resolution which is okay. This is like starting from 1 megapixel, and something like 0.3 definitely wouldn't work with the module. So it's important to stick to the high resolution. And for the lighting conditions, it's also pretty obvious. Like the normal picture, the stabilized one will work. The dark ones or extra light ones would not go with this module. So now let's keep to the practical side. And what will we cover? I will switch now to the screen sharing mode and show you the examples, how we can set up the module and how we can work with it on practice. So yeah, let me, yeah. And to see, yeah, please put a plus if you see my screen now. Probably not yet, but just a second. Put yes or put a plus if you see the screen. Yeah, probably now it should be active. Yes, perfect. So now let us see how we can set up the module. Firstly, please ensure, yeah, we go to cameras tab and we choose the camera which we have pre-configured. And firstly, ensure to choose the mainstream for the video analysis. So yes, we choose the mainstream. Secondly, we go to archive tab and choose the always on mode of recording so that everything is stored in the archive. Then we go to the Analytics tab, and it's like the normal setup of any module by Eocortex, and yeah, we turn it on. We go to Settings, and as described, the steps to set it up are really simple. The minimum and maximum size are okay in our case, so we set it up. Then we go to Detection Zone, and yeah, we choose the area where the faces appear most commonly. So yeah, we save it as well. Then let's describe what do we have in automation scenarios, and we can do a task by event. And for example, there is a no face mask event, and what it will lead to is the alarm generation. So this is the case. The automation is set up. Let's apply the settings. Yeah, so applying is completed. So now let's see in real life how the module works. And I have my colleague George here who will help us in demonstration. So yeah, now he has a mask, so everything is okay and working well. So that's okay. Now let's try George without a mask. What will happen? What will we see? Yeah, so we hear that there is an alarm. It's again. And now let's try with the mask one more time. So let's see how it works. Yeah, so it's pretty well okay. So it means that the situation is stable. So could you please tell us if you have seen George and if you have seen the case, or if you haven't, let me switch to the, yeah, let's do it once again. So here is George. We see George. Do you see George? Not yet. Let me set up the screen sharing once again. Yeah, let's try once again, just to double check that everyone has the same situation and everyone has seen the real life application. So we see the screen, we see George with a mask, and it's okay now. So the alarm is not generated now without a mask, and we hear the alarm sound, and yes, he was without a mask once again. So, and now with a mask. Try number 3, yeah. So let us see what happens now, and yes, there is no alarm, so it means everything is fine. And let's see what do we have in the events tab, how do we see it in the events. So yeah, it's opening now. Just a few seconds. So yeah, we see the mask case, the mask event, and we see the frame with the face. We see the time, and we can filter the events just in case we need it. So this is the real life application, and thank you a lot, George, for our demonstration. And let's move on. And if you have, let me turn on everything what is required now. And we finished. Now I suggest for you, if you have any questions in regards to operation of the module or any questions, you can type it in. We'll reply accordingly. And I'm passing the word to my colleague Dmitry Loginov, who will describe some more support tools besides the module, which we have introduced to each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. And I'm switching.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me well? Yeah. Okay, great, cool. Good day to everyone. Okay, sorry, Yana is coughing, so I'll try to keep distance. Whatever, I don't know. Yeah, indeed, the situation is running hard at the moment. We are following the situation globally, and we are taking all viable measures to protect our employees, first of all, our families, to provide a wide level of assistance to our partners and provide additional level of security to end users. The thing is that the time is tough, first of all, yeah, but sooner or later, as you've mentioned today in chat, the demand is declining. Indeed, I can confirm that that is happening from Japan at the moment. But the thing is, the situation sooner will be over, and business world will be divided into two parts, winners and losers. The question is where we are. This question here at Eocortex, we didn't stop our work, and further, we work harder now to protect ourselves, partners, and well, hopefully people wherever and however we can do that. That is why just in a few days we developed a new video analytics model. We don't know actually if it will really help people or not, but we're trying to do something. Generally, if one life will be saved with the video analytics, we will think that right. So it will be already enough as a good result. So today, actually, I will tell you about the some news from the commercial block of our company. So the face mask detector that was presented by my colleagues, and thanks for the lovely demonstration, despite only 2 times. Face mask detector, first of all, it will be free of charge for everyone. We're not gaining money. So as I've said, if it will help people somehow, we will be happy at the moment. Another thing is the thermal cameras, and you know that one of the first symptoms of the disease is the fever. So generally, it's crucial now to detect people with fever, crowd, especially in the crowded areas. So as already mentioned by you again today, the demand is increasing, and the sales of thermal cameras are increasing at the moment just because they have the usage on the ground. That is why at the moment we are ready to provide a free version of whatever thermal camera of your choice. We do not have special criteria for the integration. Just inform us, your personal account manager, what camera would you like to be integrated, and we have this integration process right now with the expert in the company. Another thing, what I would like to tell you about is some models that will be going free of charge at the moment as well. So as again mentioned in the chat, people control in the crowd might be of usage. Okay, let me swap the slide. Okay, let's go. Sorry for let's do the face mask detector. So yeah, again, it's free of charge. The only thing is required is the license, and then you can ask for whatever amount for your system. For existing systems, we could add it to LS, ST, and Ultra, and for new installs as well. The only criteria is, I mean, exception is the ML version. This version is just can be attached to video analytics anyhow, and the lifetime usage of them is indefinite. So you actually could take it and use it 10 years from now on. No limitations on that. Integration. Okay, zero troubles. I hope nobody is paying us with troubles. But price of integration, as I said, free of charge. Wherever, if it is new, and whatever, if it is an existing project, so integration is free of charge. Even more, require the base license. For the thermal camera, it will be provided free of charge. So, for example, you have a project of 300 still already installed, and you have the 301, which is going for thermal camera. It will be provided free of charge, this license for thermal camera. Whatever the amount of thermal cameras you have system, or you will have, will provide licenses for thermal cameras free of charge. And free video analytics models, I mean, to inform that at the moment, this, let's say, offer is limited to, I think, end right, because, I mean, we'll be following the situation. So if everything will be stabilizing faster than everyone is expecting at the moment, still, April, all the measures that we are describing today will be applied. If the situation will be getting worse, we'll be actually extend all that, and we'll be adding more, because during even that time, till the end of April, we apply to have an extensive amount, I would say, of different webinar certifications. So it's what at the very beginning, the question is if we are lions or sheep. So we need to gain muscles if the demand is declining at the moment, because doors of opportunities will be opened sooner or later. Whatever. Now we're talking about the months. Shelf fullness check model will be available free of charge, crowd monitoring as well, counting in the queue, and tracking. Tracking is the most tricky thing here, because I would not tell you right away what is the usage, the actual usage of the tracking, but whatever, it might be some zones which are prohibited from entrance, or maybe from exiting, I don't know. Use your clients as you feel it might give the extra safety to people. The only thing is to mention about all three things, that we expect you to provide to your clients models free of charge as well, because it's not really the time to money. So we must help people with whatever measures we could have. So right now, in the regard to the free models and free integration, please contact your account managers, and as well as Yana in a couple of minutes will be providing you with form for the integration for thermal cameras, because it's more complicated than just getting free analytics. We hope the majority of thermal cameras won't be required to visit our office, and we could do everything remotely, because generally we integrate cameras and devices in the remote way. So thank you very much for it. I will be passing word to Yana at the moment. Keep safe, take care, and let's prepare for the business and the new life in a couple of months. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead. Bye-bye.
So I'm back with you again. Thank you, Dmitry, for having this word and for giving all the details to us. And yeah, what now? What do we have now? Firstly, we have developed something, and we are now really waiting for your feedback. If it is exactly what you need, or if there is anything else you might need to cope with all the crisis, with all the situation, just let us know what else, or what other measure, or what other intelligent module, or what kind of integration might be useful for you at this particular moment. And we are here to be with you and to be together. And yeah, we don't know exactly what should be. We don't know this exact tool, what will be the helping pill for everyone. That's why we really have to be to hear to you, to listen to you, and to be attentive to what do you say. And thanks to everyone for joining us today. And if you have any suggestion about the future topics for the next webinar, since we will have a series of webinars, do not also hesitate to let us know what topics would you like us to cover. We are really open to your feedback, and we are ready to listen. And if you would like to receive any measures, any module for which Dmitry has described, let your account manager know, or let us know of what module would you like to get, or if you need any thermal camera integration. And there will be a form right after this webinar, which we are really highly motivate you to fill in. And yep, thanks a lot for being here. We are waiting for your feedback, for your questions, and yeah, thank you one more time. So Yeah, as for the questions, they will be answered for the next, I believe, 5 minutes, and I'm going offline. Thank you. Thank you a lot for being present today with us. Thanks a lot. And I'm back with you again with a small update. We will email you, each and every participant, we will email you the form today so that you can fill it in. It will be an online one. And yes, we will look forward to your replies and to the filled in forms. Thanks once again. And I'm switching off the webinar now. And we welcome your questions. So thanks a lot. We are looking forward. And yeah, I'm again going offline. Bye, guys.